Yo, how bad do you want to be successful? So this past week, I went to Brooklyn, New York to interview Fernando. He owns two amazing barbershops. And he told me when he was 17 years old, he crossed the border with 18 people and walked in the desert for 3 days. And in those 3 days, 5 of those 18 people died. Like that, he told me that and that blew my mind. Like, how bad do you want to be successful? Like, how much do you actually want it? Are you willing to cross a desert for 3 days and risk your life? If you're not, then you ain't built for this. Keep it inglorious.
Honestly, I'm gonna tell you the whole story. I came here when I was 8 months.
Yeah.
My parents brought me here when I was 8 months. I was born in Mexico, and then I went back when I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
And I lived there for 10 years, 17 came back. So me going to Mexico is like an advantage for me because I saw the suffering, I saw the poverty, I saw the necessity that people goes over there. So that kind of like create a hunger in me, you know. I saw my people how they live over there. So and I see how, in a way, how people grew up in here being spoiled, you know. Like people are like really spoiled when it comes to food, clothing. Like in my country, people sometimes they had no shoes, you know.
Yeah.
Clothing is like it's not like brands like over here. You just wear whatever you find. So that I think that really plays an important role in my persona, like to develop this drive.
Yeah.
People ask me where that drive come from. I'm like, I think it's just by seeing how things are in my country, and then just see the opportunities here. Like honestly, New York City has a lot of opportunities. Like, and I just took all the opportunities, all the help that they offered to me, and I grabbed it and I just ran away with it, and I make the best of it. Like I'm a DACA. I don't know if you know what that is.
No.
DACA is it's a program that Obama created in 2012.
Yeah.
So it give you like a social security number. It give you like a employment, it's like a work permit.
Yeah.
So you can actually be like legal in here and drive and have a social security number, have a credit line. So that really opened the doors for me to like expand in business.
Okay.
Because when I came here legally. Honestly, across the desert, like any other people that comes through the Mexican border. So
how was that?
Oh, that was.
Bro, tell me that story.
That's really, it's really scary, man. And you basically, you don't know if you're gonna wake up the next day, you know.
You started in Puebla and then moved your way up.
Yeah, well, when I made the decision to come to the United States again, I told my mom, listen, Mom, I'm going to the United States. My brother was here. One of my youngest brother was here already, so I told him I'm going to New York. And my mom is like, but how you going to go? I'm like, I'm going to go like any other illegal person, you know. I'm just going to pay for, they call it coyotes.
Yeah, yeah.
Coyote is a guy that guide you through the whole process. And so I hired one of them, and I just borrowed money from my relatives, and I started my journey. It was like a month. From Puebla to New York City. Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, it was like a month, and in that month, my family didn't know nothing about me. My family even get phone calls from people in the border, like in Tijuana or I don't know, and around those areas. So they get phone calls saying that they actually kidnapped me. So they were asking for a certain amount of money to rescue me, but thank God my family did not give no money to them. It's because they know that I had no access to phones.
Yeah.
So, and somehow they got my family's information, so they knew that I was in the desert for a long time. So they knew that my family was really worried.
Yeah.
So they took advantage of that. But thank God my family didn't
snitched.
Yeah.
Somebody was like,
Yeah, somebody snitched me.
somebody
Yeah.
like was like close.
Yeah, somebody gotta say like this guy is gonna be in the desert for a long time, so let's play a joke or let's see if we can profit from it, make some money. But anyway, so I crossed. It was a very long journey, man. 3 days walking.
In the desert?
Yeah, 3 days walk. Thank God I was young. I see a lot of people left behind. I couldn't help them. You know, it was me or them. You know.
Yeah.
And then I helped whoever like I could, like lift them up, carry their bags. But at the time I didn't felt it like that because I was young, so I walked long distance. But now I don't know if now I will be able to do it again. No, and I don't think I will put myself through that situation again. Like I make a good living here. I'm on this program DACA, so that I hope that once this president, or hopefully this president, do something for us, you know. But if not, I have hopes, high hopes, that they gonna come out.
Trump, is he trying to like take away DACA?
Yeah, he tries to take.
Yeah?
He tried to take away DACA.
Okay.
Yeah, but the Supreme Court like they fought for it, and they like. But actually, no more people can enroll in that program. No more. Only the people that is on it. There's the only people that are allowed to stay there.
Wow.
Like, and it's only like I believe it's 800,000 people that is in that program. So there's no more new people coming into the program. The industry needs something like this shop over here, a little bit of vintage, trendy.
Today's event was dope. I enjoy doing things like that. I'm all for pushing the culture forward.
I want to thank everybody. It's amazing. Everybody showed up. We had an amazing night. I'm very happy with the outcome. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. See you next time.
What was the struggles and what did you learn from that?
My first shop?
Yeah.
Well, definitely opening my first shop, it was a lot different than opening the second shop. Because right now, this is the second shop, we already have a target. We already know who we're targeting. We know our client better, our clientele better. In the first shop, it was kind of like, even the name, it's kind of long, it's kind of weird. It's called DJ's Unisex Barbershop. DJ is not even my name. It's just a name that it could be applied for females or male. So DJ Unisex, kind of welcoming everybody, females, males, kids, whatever it is. Just walk in. I didn't have like specific target. I didn't know back in the days, 2011 when I opened my first shop, I didn't know the industry was going to blow up the way it is right now, like barbershops all over New York, all over the world, and not only that, but really good concepts. Back in the days, it was the unisex, bar places where everybody come in. You know, now it's the targeting. They call it more like grooming, male grooming. That's the new trend going on, and with a touch of vintage decor. When I opened my first shop, I didn't know nothing of this. I didn't know none of this stuff, so I was lost. I started charging $10 a haircut, and on top of that, people was complaining about the service, the place. So it was a lot of struggle. I had my first year open, I had a suit. Somebody sued me.
Oh,
yeah. So I was 23, 24 years old at the time, and with a bunch of debt already. And then on top of that, I wasn't even making money. On top of that, the suit.
A client sued you?
No, it was more like a relative.
Okay.
Relative. It was because of the business.
Yeah.
That person wanted to be part of the business, and yeah, that person helped me in the beginning, but it's just it was a misunderstanding. It was a big misunderstanding. Thank God we clarified after 2 years of fighting, go back and forth, spending a lot of money in lawyers. We thank God we overcome that, and but it was a struggle, you know. It was a bunch of things at the same time, and during that time you question yourself if you did the right thing. You question yourself if that was really what you're supposed to do in life, or what had you done wrong to deserve this, all this. So it was like for me it was like a tunnel without seeing the light at the other side. I wasn't even seeing the light. So, but I only know that if I keep going straight, I was gonna see the light one day. But in those years, I did not see the light. It was just like I was just going blind, just working hard, waking up mornings, and work 7 days until I build clientele. I started timing myself. I started like figuring out how much time I take for each client, and I was taking a half an hour. So I started working by appointments, and then I started getting very busy. So I hired my first 3 barbers. And I always had the idea, okay, I'm gonna hire 3 barbers, and to see which of these 3 barbers I keep. 3, if I keep 2, I keep 1. For me, keeping 1, it was already a winning, because I was by myself. So keeping 1, it was already a winning. But thank God, these 3 barbers turned out to be good, all of them. So now I have a team of 4 people. We keep going, we increase the prices, 15, 18. We start going to barber events. So that plays a very important part in my career, like barbering, going to barber events, networking with other barbers in the industry, and that just motivated my whole crew and also myself. And I see grow. Like after that, I see a lot of growing to these events, and hire more people. My prices keep going up. And I start seeing the vision more clear. My interior design changed. It got better. The shop and customers saw this change in my shop. So with the prices increasing, they had no problem paying it, because they know that it was a better place for them to come in and bring their wife, bring their kids, bring their girlfriends. So they would talk about my place. They would talk about like, oh, this is a nice place that I go to get a haircut. You want to come with me? It's actually very friendly. You don't need to be outside waiting for me outside the shop. You can actually come in and have a seat and see the process of getting a haircut. So I started attracting more and more people, and I met more barbers that contribute to my growth. Honestly, barbers that really helped me, like really encouraged me to keep pushing. What's up, guys? This is Barber Fernando from Groomers and Palme in Brooklyn, New York. I want to thank Il the Barber for this great interview, and keep it glorious.